Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you back to the garden. In this video, I'm going to show you how to prune some tomato plants. And this technique applies to pretty much any other plant you can think of, and you'll get the same results or better results. It'll vary per person, per plant, but for the most part, you get a nice little yield like this. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so this will be the cherry tomato plant that I'll be trimming up today. If you see my last video on tomato cloning, you'll see when that plant right now that we're about to trim was just cloned. And you can see the results of the cloning. Not too bad if I say so myself. For some reason the tomatoes seem to like this soil that it's in right now, as you can tell by all the cherry tomatoes that I have on this other cherry tomato plant that is a clone as well. It's about about 7 feet. It's not too bad. And look how it's producing. Beautiful. So anyways, let's get back to it. So as you can tell, it's a little forest in here. So what I'm looking for is the main stem, which is right there. Goes all the way down into the soil right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start first by trimming off all these leaves below. Off of the main stem. But you want to make sure that when you're trimming vegetative growth, such as the leaves, don't cut more than 50% of the plant growth off, because what will happen then is you'll stun its growth and it'll slow down for a little while until it's able to pick back up, but eventually it will start growing again. So just try not to do that, okay? But this plant, I let it go a little too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pruning off. You might seem like you're hurting the plant, but you're really not. You're really benefiting it. Benefiting it. I'm sorry, I can't get that word out. It's a little early. You're really benefiting it. You know, it allows it to produce more and focus on the growth that it already has and get it big, just like those. So let's go. So like I said, I'm gonna start off by trimming the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right there. Here's another branch right there that you can clone if you wanted to. Get rid of that. I have to apologize for the shakiness. I can't find my tripod. So go ahead and trim it off. And what that also does is it allows the leaves on the bottom of the plant not to make contact with the dirt, which in turn causes disease, which is a no-no. So yeah, it's nice to trim, and it makes the plant look nice too. I really do apologize for not being able to show you this as I would like to, but as you can tell, there's already tomatoes. You can tell there's already tomatoes growing off of the main stem. We're gonna leave those alone, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna let me get rid of this right there. Right there, just so I can show you guys. We're gonna cut those off anyways, but as you can tell, there's already tomatoes right there, and there's already another side branch that has grown out quite big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of that branch, and we just want to keep the main stem. Or it's up to you if you wanna leave the side branch and produce more tomatoes. Me personally, I like to cut all the side branches off and just leave the main stem, and along that main stem the tomatoes will produce, or will develop, I should say. So it's up to you, but this is the technique that I use, and it's worked out for me pretty good, so I'm gonna continue to use it, and you guys have seen the results. So Away we go. Say goodbye to this bad boy. I know, look at that. That hurts, but oh well. Let us continue. Okay. You can tell there's another main stem right here. Another branch. Get rid of that one. Trim that up. As you can tell, I attached it with a little tie that you get at the store for your produce. And here's another branch that is developed on this side as well. As you can tell, it has set its flowers, and if I leave it long enough, it will produce tomatoes. But I don't want to do that. I just want to leave one main one. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one right there. This is the main stem, and this is the, by main stem I mean this is the original one that came from the seed or from the clone, and it just grew up and everything else grows off of this one. So the main one, I'm gonna cut this. Gone. As you can tell, the plant's looking a lot cleaner now. We'll go ahead and remove a couple more, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that, and then cut this one. And then I'll cut that one, and then as far as the leaves are concerned, these leaves, the main leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and leave those on now. I'm not gonna cut any more of those. Now I'm just gonna cut these other little branches. Now with those, you don't want to cut them all off completely. You don't want to cut them off completely. You want to leave at least one, just in case the main one, the tip doesn't produce anymore and it stops, which it does do sometimes. If it does do that, then you'll have another offshoot that you'll be able to grow from and make that one the main one. So just remember that, okay? And that looks like it's pretty much gonna be it. Let me take this little one right here, and you can tell there's another one that is branched out already. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna let this one recover. Let this one recover for a couple days, and yeah, as you can tell, it's producing more tomatoes right there. So this thing will start taking off in no time, and hopefully it'll get as big as this other one right here. Let me give you a shot of that one. There's the one on the back, and there's another little clone that I have right there. That is a clone of a beefsteak. And here's another cherry for a friend. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me in the garden today. If you enjoyed the video and you find it helpful, please don't forget to like and to subscribe. And I will see you next time in the garden.